Couple of very disappointing seasons for two teams in the NFC West, Seattle and St. Louis, and they meet on Sunday. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz, CBS Sports' Charley Casserly. Glad to be with you on the NFL previews presented by Comcast. And Charley, when you look at these two teams, what do you see to build off of for next year?
Well, I think, first of all, let's take the St. Louis Rams. You got Steven Jackson, has not had a good year this year as he probably had, but he missed all the training camps, been hurt. But he's a guy that you can build your offense around. And then over on the defensive side of the ball, you've got Chris Long, the first-round draft pick, who was improved during the year. Adam Carricker, who was a first-round draft choice in the past, 2 years ago. So I think you got a couple guys there you can build upon on that side of the ball. Over on Seattle, hey, whole key to me is going to be Matt Hasselbeck. They feel he'll be fine with a whole offseason to rest up, rehab, get healthy. And that's the key, because with him in there, they have an offense that can move the football. And they have a couple of good young players, one of them Marcus Trufant on defense. So, and they have some other ones. But you know, both of these teams will have high draft choices. I think both of these teams can improve next year. Seattle probably a little bit more.
But Matt Hasselbeck not expected to play in this game. Is probably going to be Seneca Wallace again, who had 3 touchdown passes last week. Now let's move on to the coaches. We know Mike Holmgren is done. He's moving on to the next stage of his life at the end of this season. Jim Haslett, there was a question mark earlier in the year that they wanted to keep him after he won a couple of games, but he didn't win after that. They're 2-11. Do you think he's going to keep his job in St. Louis?
Well, I think it hasn't been decided yet, and clearly they're going to have to go through an interview process because that's the league rules. However, I do think that they want Jim Haslett to succeed. They liked his leadership ability, like his enthusiasm, but I still think these last 3 games have to have an effect on that decision.
All right, who do you think wins this game, and what's the determining factor?
Well, I like Seattle winning the football game, and really for this reason. Seattle has played better than St. Louis has had. They've been more competitive in more games with all their issues, too. Both teams are hurt a lot. I think it's going to come down to whatever quarterback can play the best in this football game. And Seneca Wallace has been inconsistent, but so has Mark Bulger. So really, whatever quarterback plays the best. I just like Seattle overall, their competitiveness and their offense and defense. They've just been better. They've lost more close games to better teams. They're playing better as a team.
All right, we'll see how it plays out. 1 p.m. Eastern kick. For more on this game or any other here in Week 15, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. Watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For Charley Casserly, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.